Alrighty lads, thought I'd make a video on compound interest for you just to help you through a couple of questions that you might have with it. So what we're going to do is these questions up here. We'll do 3 or 4 of these and then we might do a worded question for you. So remember, with compound interest, we need to have our compound interest sheet open, remembering that frequency is the amount of periods there are per year, and that's the really important difference between simple interest and compound interest. So if we think about this first one up here, it says $870 for 2 years at 3.5% per annum with an interest compounded 6 monthly. So the principal, being the starting value, is $870. We hit enter on that. The rate was 3.5%. We hit enter on that, remembering that it's divided by the number of periods it's compounding. We haven't sorted that out yet, but we will. That's why it's currently undefined. The number of periods, or the number of years, was 2 years. And then the frequency, remember, was 6 monthly. So the amount of periods per year would be 2, because obviously there's the first 6 months and then there's the second 6 months. Once we define F as 2, we notice that the number of periods goes from 2 years and 2 periods per year to 4. And obviously the 3.5% divided by the 2 periods for the year, it works that out. What we then get is an answer of $932.52. So if we wanted to work out the actual interest, well, we'd go 932 minus 870, which would be $62. From here, we're just going to whiz through these next couple of questions. So we can see, all right, so if we then move on to the next question, we can see that $9,500 for 2.5 years at 4.6% per annum with interest compounded quarterly. Quarterly would be 4 periods per year. So if we want to go backwards this time, the amount of periods per year would be 4. Right? So we've talked about that being quarterly, so we're going to change that. The number of years was 2.5. So we'll change this to 2.5. The rate was 4.6. And the principal at the start was $9,500. If we hit enter on all of them, we can see that the total amount at the end is $10,650.80. If we deduct the initial principal, we can get a result somewhere around $1,150 as the actual interest on this investment. Again, going through the next one, $148,000 was the principal. The rate was 9.2%. The number of period, or the number of years, is 3.5. And it says that it's compounded 6 monthly, which is of course 2 periods for the year. And we get an answer of $202,761. So hopefully this is giving you some confidence working with the financial maths document that we have been working on. Couple of issues that you might come up with. Obviously, you need to remember that you've used the ... equals sign to clearly define it. That's one issue that we have seen come up. And obviously that you've got that you've actually hit enter when you're entering your answers. So we've seen this at times where someone has just written it in but hasn't hit enter. And how we know that you've hit enter and defined it is if it's got this green text next to it. All right, so as soon as you start typing in, you'll see that it goes away. You need to hit enter in order to work that out. We might just do this worded question here just to have a crack at it. It does ask us, I'll go through it. Danielle invests $6,000 at 10% for 4 years with interest paid at the end of each year. Find the compounding value of each investment by calculating the simple interest on each year separately. So what this is actually asking us to do is work out simple interest every single year. Obviously for 4 years. We're not going to do that. We're just going to use our compound interest formula. So if any of you are watching this and you're trying to do these questions, well, I'll just let you do the compound interest formula, compound interest sheet, and that is your reward for watching this video, because it will save you some time. Danielle's going to do $6,000. She's going to do it at 10% per annum. Change that to 10. It's going to be done for 4 years. Change this to 4, and remember it is at interest paid at the end of each year. So that would mean that the number of periods is annually. Oh, right, sorry, I shouldn't have changed that one. The number of periods per year is 1 because it was annually. So it's 10 divided by 1. Number of periods is 4 years times 1. So our answer is $8,784, and the actual interest is $2,784. Boys, hopefully that clears a few things up with your compound interest. Good luck with it.